We never thought that things would be this way. That September 22nd, 1994 would change the history of TV as we know it. And it ended on May 6, 2004. Friends ran for almost 10 years. Crazy. So many episodes that spawned many shows after Friends. And being able to just see the impact culturally, Friends definitely changed my life. I watched it off and on as it was on TV throughout the years. But when I met my now wife, her daughter told me I could not marry her until I watched the entire series in its entirety, because her mom and her grew up to watch it together. And I was like, you know what? Challenge accepted. So I watched the entire thing. Majority of it was streamed on Netflix. And then when I got down to the last 2 seasons, they had pulled it off of Netflix. So I had to resort to watching it on DVD. We moved into our house right before I finished watching it in 2020. And then that fall, we got married. I know it sounds like something you'd see on TV, but it's true. I did it because I love pop culture and I love my family. And I wanted to be able to experience something new. I had never watched it all the way through. I wasn't one to really watch shows all the way through. And in the last 8 years, I've been doing that a lot more. And I enjoy it. I've gotten into a lot of shows. And what inspired this video, this episode, was seeing the images that you see on the screen. It's talking about what these characters would do after the season, after the show ended. If it was to continue, what would their spin-off shows look like by themselves? And I thought they were interesting. You know, Chandler being the office guy working in the office in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and being bored and being boring, you know, and imagining how cool he would have been to see a spin-off of him. Rest in peace, dude. Dude was so funny. And then seeing Monica having her own show, you know, having a show on some streaming platform, that'd be pretty cool. Then you could have Phoebe. She could, you know, have her own tour that she'd be all over, and she would vlog it on YouTube, you know, and vlog about her experiences being on the road. Could you imagine her documenting being on the road and just being herself and playing music and talking about her experiences? That'd just be a crazy thing. And then you'd have Joey becoming a famous actor. Can you imagine, like, being more than just a soap opera actor? He could have moved on and done comedy movies. Could have been doing stuff with Adam Sandler. You never know. And also having the opportunity to meet someone. That would be stellar, to have him be able to actually meet someone, settle down, and for him to love someone as much as he loved Rachel. Yeah, I'll say it. I think Joey and Rachel should have been together, because Ross screwed it up too many times. Speaking of Rachel Green, Geller, whatever you want to call her, she goes on. She has the fashion world. She's like one of the top names in fashion. You know, that'd be pretty cool to watch. A spinoff of its own. I don't know if that would last very long outside of a season, but you never know. And then you have Ross. Doing a lot of research online, I saw that Ross, a lot of people didn't like Ross. I like Ross. He's different, you know, paleontologist, you know, doing things with dinosaurs. He's all the boys when we were kids wanted to play with dinosaurs, you know? I just think he was misunderstood. And he was trying to grasp life. I think out of all the friends, he was the one that was really struggling with trying to figure things out. So maybe we could have a spinoff of him figuring out his personality evolving to mature, to see where he ended up being. I think that'd be kind of a cool thing to watch as well. However, instead of having a spinoff for each individual, well, they just bring the dang gum show back I mean, it would suck now not having Chandler, but, you know, I think it would be really cool if they would bring them all back. I mean, some of them are still acting, so why not just bring them back and have a continuation story? Let's see where Friends are now. Let's see what they're doing. Let's be creative. Sure, they wanted to end the show because they wanted it to be more friendly because they were all growing up. Well, let's see that. We're at a time frame now where they're bringing back shows, and they're bringing back people like Tim Allen and the guy that was Al on Tool Time on Home Improvement. They're doing a show together. It's not called Home Improvement, but they're coming back and doing stuff. And Ed O'Neill's still doing stuff. So why not? Let's have Friends unite. Comment below if you think that Friends should have a continuation story, whether it be a show on Netflix, HBO, being like a little like spinoff, even if it's just one season. Let's get more. Let's have fun with it. Let's get more out of this storyline than what we've got. I think it'd be fun. I really do. Thank you guys so much for listening to this rant about Friends. Let me know comments below if there's another fandom you'd like for me to talk about. Let's have conversations.